America, we hear you. We see you, America. Thank you for tuning in to the McCormick View. I'm your host, Kevin McCormick. Today, we're going to talk about football. We're going to talk about football, America, because this week, is Super Bowl week. Super Bowl is on Sunday. Giants versus the Patriots. Who you got, America? Who do you have, America? Who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl? Two evenly matched teams. But what I want to talk about are some things that lead up to professional football. Some things that lead up to the Super Bowl. That would be some things like high school kids playing football. Now, America, we just recently had our National High School Letter of Intent Day, what they call signing day. And this is where all the high school football kids make their commitments to the colleges that they're going to be going to. And they sign their letters of commitment, and they are actually obligated to those schools once they actually sign those letters of commitment. And they just had that this week, a couple days ago. And it was a big flurry because you had all this chatter about 4-star players and 5-star players and 2-star players, 3-star players, and who had the best recruiting class. And they ranked the schools that had the best recruiting classes based upon what conference they were in, based upon, conferences against each other. Coaches, Nick Saban had a better recruiting class than Urban Meyer did, or Brady Hoke at Michigan had a better recruiting class than D'Antonio at Michigan State. Okay? But here's the thing, America. This 4-star, 5-star rating system is overrated. It's overrated. And it's a whole industry. It is an absolute industry, this 4-star, 5-star rating thing. It's run by companies like Scout, Rivals, 24/7 Sports. These guys scour the country. They find a lot of kids playing a lot of football in a lot of different schools, and they rank them. They give them stars. And those stars drive a lot of the recruiting that goes on across the country by colleges. Now, what it's turned into is that basically the kids are in charge. You got 17, sometimes 18-year-old kids that are absolutely in charge of everything that's going on around them as a result of these rankings. If you're a high school football player and you've been ranked as a 5-star player by one of these services, okay, you're calling the shots. You're calling the shots about what schools you're gonna actually talk to. You're calling the shots about what schools you're gonna actually visit. And you're going to have a lot of schools chasing you, trying to get your attention. And once these kids narrow it down to a specific clump of schools, maybe 4 or 5 schools that are at the top of their list, then it really gets crazy. Because then that's where all the theatrics start, where the kid lines up a table, may have 3 hats, 4 hats, 2 hats, or whatever on the table. And he's going to make you guess about which of these schools he's going to go to by picking up a hat. Now, no other sport does this, by the way. No other sport. Baseball doesn't do it like this when kids are going off to college or whatever. Basketball doesn't do this. Certainly swimming, lacrosse, or perhaps soccer doesn't do it this way. The kids just sign their letter of intent, fax it in, maybe email it in some way electronically, and they're off to the school that they chose. Only in football do we make a spectacle out of it, where a 17, 18-year-old kid can keep 40 adults on pins and needles by choosing a hat. What's up with that? What's up with that, America? How have we come to this when a 17-year-old child, can command the actions of 40 adults by picking up a hat or not picking up a hat? Change the fortunes of a coach by not choosing that school or by choosing that school. And the thing about the analysis, when you analyze these players that have been identified as 4-star or 5-star players, and you look at their careers going into the NFL, a lot of these guys, these 4-star and 5-star guys, don't pan out. A 5-star player, these services, Rival, 24/7 Sports, Scout.com, are saying a 5-star player is all but guaranteed a first-round NFL selection. That's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure for the coach. a lot of pressure for the player. How do we come to that? My son's 10 years old. I guarantee you that when he progresses in his football career and when he gets to high school football and it comes time to select a college, even if he is a 5-star player, there won't be any theatrics. We will be signing his letter of intent. We'll be faxing it or FedExing it or sending it electronically to the school. We'll announce it to the media through a statement or something like that, or a phone call to a reporter, and that'll be it. We're not going to have a big press conference with, 40 people in the room. That's just not our style. And it should be the style of any parent to allow their 17 or 18-year-old kid to be able to do that. That's what I think. That, America, is the McCormick view of this situation. Let us know what you think, America. You can hit us up by email always. Kevin@alchemediacreative.com. ALCHEMEDIACREATIVE. You see it right there on the screen, alchemediacreative.com. You can also get us at Facebook, facebook.com, The McCormick View. And, of course, we're also on Twitter. Our handle on Twitter is THEMCVIEW, The McView. My name is Kevin McCormick, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host for The McCormick View. Thank you for tuning in to us. Catch us next time. Until we meet again, go out and do something great, folks. Make the world a better place. Thanks and take care.